So I decided in the car this morning that I was going to start filming talking heads more with you guys and just posting them. They're not fashion hauls. It's not me talking about clothes. But this is the content that I used to talk about a lot, and I feel called to talk about it again. For those of you that have been following me for a long time, in 2022, my brother drowned I was there, I was present, when it was the same exact day that our mom had passed away. And it was super traumatic, and it changed my life, and it made me create this YouTube. I got sober, I got celibate, I just cleaned up my life. And it was an aha, life-changing moment. And I had a client reach out to me recently who wanted to have lunch. I didn't really, know what to expect. And I don't even know if she shared via text that she had lost her brother. She just said that we had a lot in common that we needed to talk about. And I hadn't seen her in 5.5 years, so I was really unsure what that meant, but I was happy to sit down for lunch. So we met. I wasn't sure what she was going to want to talk about. Does she want to sell her condo, or what's going on? And she sits down and she tells me that right around the time that my brother passed, her brother, who was special needs, had, I believe, fallen and was in the care of a hospital. And someone came in to give him his medication, and she was in the room at the time. And this nurse injected her brother with a medication that conflicted with his current medications, and he passed immediately. She injected the medication, and within 30 seconds, she said that he was lifeless. And she told the nurse, I think he stopped breathing, and the nurse argued her. And then someone else came in, and they were like, oh my gosh, yes, he's lost, whatever. And they started the CPR, whatever. And her brother never came back. And we had this very esoteric spiritual conversation that was just high spiritual vibration for me. It made me reconnect to my spiritual side, to my connection with my brother on the other side. And it created a safe space for me to share, because there's not a lot of people that have lost a sibling. There are not a lot of people that have been in the room when they lost a sibling, let alone a younger sibling, because they were both younger than us, mine and hers. And it allowed us to share space in that, I don't know how to say this in a way, so I'm struggling right now, but I feel, and I made the suggestion for her about her brother, that life was a little hard for our brothers, and maybe they saw a sharp turn in the road and they accepted that road, because there are so many people that have come back and they talk about coming back. And I feel my brother had that choice and chose to not. And this is why I talk about this kind of content on TikTok. I reference it as though the way men behave and misbehave, but the bigger picture of what I'm trying to get across to humanity is that men have been not allowed to have emotions and have been pushed down into this masculine energy, and now I believe are quite lost in masculinity. They know how to appear tough. They know how to, protect, or some of them even struggle to stand up for themselves. And I think that there is a human aspect to softness and femininity for women, and there isn't for men. And I think it's being perpetuated. And I think it is a major root cause. It's the cause of a lot of issues with men and women struggling with dating. And I just wanted to pop on and just say, gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're likely performing and not feeling comfortable and safe being yourself. And I just am coming out of performing as a recovering people pleaser and accommodating everyone else's energy and beliefs. And when I used to be in a room, my number one capability was making sure everyone else felt good. It didn't matter that I didn't feel good. I was more concerned because I had been narcissistically trained by, neglectful parents, that it was my job to make them feel better. So in every room and every situation, I was always neglecting self in my past and caretaking others. And I feel really bad because I know what it's like to perform, and coming out of decades of performing like that, and like finally choosing self and finally making space for myself and allowing myself to have an opinion and a boundary and a preference, and saying it and speaking it boldly and proudly and calmly. I feel bad that men have had to perform for so long, because someone that I dated in my past was literally military, and he had been in a helicopter and like gone into a foreign country in the middle of the night and went in and invaded a space and did all this combat, but emotionally was so disconnected to how to voice his feelings. He also lost his brother the same month and year that I had lost my brother. And we had this like rare connection of trauma that I just could see so much softness and desire to be emotional, but he was military and had been trained probably by his father and his family, as well as reinforced by the military, to not have emotion, to not have feelings, to not feel his feelings, to not express his feelings, to like suck it up, soldier, kind of mentality. Not that I was there or know that for sure. And I'm assuming that these are his feelings, but this is just, I'm a sensitive soul and I can feel people's energy. I just really would love for us to go back to being humans, and going back, like right now in 2026, it's March, and like everyone is literally at war with everyone. Is it left? Is it right? Is it black? Is it white? Is it rich? Is it poor? Is it, there are so many qualifications of opportunities for disliking someone right now. And that's literally what they want. They want us hating one another. And I just wanted to take this like 10 minutes. It's probably going to get like no views, but like I need to start speaking about this content again. And I think I'm just going to pop on for 10 to 15 minutes every day for a couple weeks and just practice this, because I really want this to be a conversation that we're having. I really want to allow space for men to feel comfortable expressing themselves. I know on another platform, we'll call it TT, there are so many men that I irritate and frustrate and enrage with the content that I make about how I'm a soft feminine energy and I add value to a man's life. It just makes them skyrocket out of their mind. But for every 100 men that I irritate, there's one man in my comment section thanking me, who's inspired by me, who feels like a sense of giggle in that these men are so enraged by the fact that I'm telling the truth in a sense. So I want to get back to us being comfortable sharing, talking about not only our beliefs and what we feel is the truth, but to stop being afraid of being canceled for an opinion. Like my having an opinion doesn't take away from your having an opinion, and they're like a-holes. We all got one. So like, let your flag fly. Obviously I don't condone people hating. I don't like the word hate. I don't even like saying it. So I'm never going to support you if you're saying that a person of any regard is awful, because we all bleed the same color. We all have the same organs. There's different shapes maybe, but like underneath our meat suit, we are all the same. And I want to get back to that. I want to get back to supporting one another and loving one another. I was not raised religious, but like I love the principle of like love thy neighbor, because like how you are feeling about your outside exterior landscape is likely going to affect how you're feeling inside, and it's all connected. And if you wake up every day and you are like miserable and angry and enraged and irritated and just like nails on a chalkboard about everything in your life that's going to keep being pulled up and triggering you in your current life. So like your job's going to irritate you, your relationships are going to irritate you, people just interacting you in general are going to irritate you, and that's affecting your health, your mental wellness. You know, there's just so many aspects that your belief system and what you speak and what you think and what you say is who you are. So this is your reminder today that like, I want you to get those emotions out of your body. That's the purpose of meditation. That's the purpose of, you know, breath work. That's the purpose of, you know, journaling and sitting with your thoughts and processing emotion and therapy. Like, I'm not a huge believer in traditional therapy because I think that there are so many more layers than just how does it make you feel. If you need to start there, please do. But like, I just feel like we are all walking around. It's snowing, beautiful, very large chunks of snow right now, and it's beautiful. It's very distracting though, because it's gorgeous. But like, this life is so gorgeous. Like, literally there are like beautiful flakes of snow falling from the ground right now. Like, just being present in the moment and being aware how special life is. Okay. So this is just your little pop-on moment, just a quick little video. I'm going to start putting more of these up just to get more comfortable with talking about this kind of content again, because again, this is a huge pivot from what my channel has grown to, but this has always been the base of what I've wanted my platform to be about. And so we're going to commingle the two. We're going to mix it together because this life is too beautiful to not reflect on and live your best life. I mean, I'm literally in a snow globe right now, you guys. This is like, how is this real life? Okay, I hope that made sense. For those of you that watch, I appreciate you. Gentlemen, let me know how you feel in the comment section below, because like, I really want to help. I really want to be a space for you to open up and feel vulnerable and share and connect. And I would love for masculinity to have a comeback and for women to feel safe and respected and cherished again, so that we can all start having healthy relationships again, so that we can repopulate this planet with like happy, healthy, and whole humanity. Bye for now. I have to just pop back on and say, during my lunch with this woman, I wasn't looking at my phone, and I just got home. It's now 1:30. We met at 11:30. So during our conversation at noon, my phone pinged a reminder that I had set up months ago, you guys. I'm talking like potentially last March that I set this up. And this is the notification that came up to call an attorney about my brother's incident, because it's been on the back of my mind and it's something that I've wanted to look into, because there was someone that could have saved my brother's life and chose not to. And I've considered, not, you know, to be mean, but just like for justice for my brother's life. And this notification happened during my meeting with Jennifer. I didn't know her brother had passed. I didn't know the coincidences, because what I didn't tell you in my video was she went after, and the doctor has a malpractice against him. And the nurse, I didn't get to share this with you, I forgot. The nurse actually gave more medication than the doctor had told her. And if she had just given, first of all, the medication shouldn't have been given. It conflicted with his current medications. So the medication in general should have been a ding on the doctor, because they weren't considering the interactions between the medications. But the nurse gave more than what the doctor had told her. And if she had given the amount that the doctor had said, the brother probably would have made it. Crazy.